EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, Allen. Open man is Michael Thomas.
That's good for a Texan.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down.
That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle. on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Allen off the play fake. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Let's go, D.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. And Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He was brought down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Ingram, the ball carrier. The stop by Marcus Davenport. It's a gain of a yard.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Complete.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yard pickup. And
that was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
180.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
It's a gain of 7.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal, Baltimore.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Texans 7, Ravens nothing.
Now Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Now a second down and 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Six yards left on second down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
23-yard attempt.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
They're running it. 56 to Muff, boy. 56. Check 56. Hey, come on now. Like 56.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10.
56.
From midfield, here's Allen. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
First and 10.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
Now Allen. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3 brings up second and 7 at the Ravens' 18-yard line.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
On play action, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And again, it's Allen. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Tucker's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Got a man. It's the rookie Jerry Jeudy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
That throw into the arms of Allen. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Bud Dupree, a former 1st-round pick, in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the INT, it's Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
56 is the mic. 56 the mic, boys. 56.
Allen now on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans push further out in front.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Ravens, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Here's Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Henry. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on fourth down. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And trying to get it to runs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Devin Smith that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
And it's fourth down.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. On play action, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
2-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This one caught by Isabella. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They go play action here on first down. Going deep here for Allen. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
3 yards. First down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Here's Ingram. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. At the 23, it's second and 12. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And that will be incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass intended for Jerry Jeudy. Incomplete. It's fourth down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
17.
You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming for you. You mom. Switch.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. Let him know, let him know. 5 wide. Shoot. 30.
Now Allen. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Henry Ruggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Ingram. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger steps away to his left. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's Eckler again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Carrier. The stop made by Myles Garrett. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. That ball complete to Isabella. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Darrington Evans. On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
47-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
58, boys. 50. Alert, alert. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Here's Evans. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Roethlisberger. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Is good.
Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis.
Roethlisberger's pass intercepted.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.